Hello, and welcome to another
Hello.
episode. Thank you, Ross. Another episode of SPGMR, our tournament 2020. Today we come at you with game 6 of round 1 of a 600-point matchup, and it is been drawn by complete randomness that I shall command my Iron Hills Mirkwood list, and Ross
Shall be taking control of a Moria list.
That's right.
With some heavy hitters.
Yes, some nice juicy surprises, eh?
Indeed.
Ross? That's right. So I guess with no further ado, we should show the armies.
Okay guys, so today's randomly selected game is Scenario 5 Reconnoitre. So I'm going to show you the Iron Hills and Mirkwood army now.
This is my Iron Hills Mirkwood army. Here you're looking at a captain, an Iron Hills captain, who leads 12 Iron Hills warriors, all with spear and shield, bar one, who carries a banner. In the centre here is our army leader, Legolas. He's not armed with Orcus, as the model would suggest. He's just as base as he can be, and he's leading 10 Mirkwood Rangers. Fortunately, Legolas' special allows him to take as many bows as he likes if they're in his warband, so that's good. And finally, just to fill out the numbers and the points, we've got another Iron Hills captain with 3 crossbowmen. Now, as I say, this list was randomly selected, but because it's the reconnoitre scenario, these heroic marches might come in handy, and the Iron Hills special rule of being able to alter the dice roll for coming on as reinforcements, as it is done in this scenario, might also prove useful.
Perfect. So now let's go and have a look at the Moria army. Okay, so this is the first warband in my army. So there is a mighty dragon here, and he's been taken with the tough hide and fly upgrades. And he is leading just a small gaggle of goblins there, 4 with just a spear, and then 5 with a spear and hand weapon. And then my second warband today is going to be a goblin captain, and he is leading a small gaggle of orcs, 2 with a spear there, and 4 with a shield and a hand weapon, and a dweller in the dark. And my third and final warband again is another captain there, and he is leading 6 goblins, 3 again with the spear and 3 with a shield and hand weapon. Again, handy to have 2 captains in here for the heroic marches for the reconnoitre scenario, and 2 heavy hitters, which are going to come in handy for the defense 8 shield wall, and hopefully to cleave through Matthew's, I believe they're defense 3, defense 4?
One of the two.
One of the two. Elves. So what we'll do is we'll set up, and then we'll show you the board when we've completed the setup.
Welcome guys to the end of turn 1. Because of the type of the scenario, we had to roll for board edge, and Ross chose the opposite one to mine. He won the roll, so he's over there. And then we had to roll for each warband. 1 to 3 they did not come on, and 4 to 6 they did. I got priority, so my warbands came on first.
All with the exception of
my crossbows.
The crossbows, which is still there.
And Ross went second, and all his came on bar 1.
Yes, the stick, the bone captain.
Yeah. So what I've done is... Oh, Ross is still
I do apologise. Let me come across here, sorry.
So what I've done is I came on first with Legolas's warband. He's taken up a position, full movement. And then slightly across to his right, this Iron Hills warband has come here to take up a centre. And Ross responded with his...
Yeah,
over there.
I just came in as a big group, hoping to utilise a cheeky heroic march, perhaps. But I think that's everything, isn't it?
Indeed it is. Well, we'll go on to priority for turn 2.
Yep. Go on then, Matthew.
It's a 5, Ross.
It's a 5.
It's a 6.
There it is. So priority goes to Moria. Hello. And welcome back. This is how the board now looks after that turn of movement and shooting. Matthew, what did you get up to? You had the most notable turn.
I did, Ross. Well, after seeing your rush forward with all forces,
yep,
the arrival of your final warband,
indeed,
I pushed up my infantry contingent in a solid block, and then my elves remained where they are in sight of the dragon, and then the crossbows came onto the board as well. So everyone's in play now.
Indeed.
And Legolas, from his position of authority, screamed, "Give them a volley!" And all the elves fired their attention upon the dragon, and Legolas himself showed them how it is done by planting an arrow in the weak spot of the dragon's scale armour.
Indeed, causing a fate point to be used.
Did indeed.
Other than that, no notable other options happened.
No.
So, let us roll for priority. There's a dice.
Thank you.
It's a 2. And a 2 for me also. Because I had priority last time, the pendulum of priority swings to the Iron Hills.
Welcome back to the end of that movement and shooting phase. The Iron Hills moved up, the crossbows remained, and the elves moved up 3 inches. Rossadron, you did a full advance.
Yeah, once again, dragon came forward 12 inches, stayed out of range, charge range of the little dwarves and the elves here. Dweller in the Dark moved up, using the dragon as cover, and it was just a general advance here from the goblins.
Yes. We swiftly moved into the shooting phase where every single model on the battlefield possessed by me with a bow fired upon the
Unleashed.
dragon. They did.
Could have been terrible.
It could, because we rolled 4 6s, didn't we, Ross,
did.
for the wounds with the elves, but no
Alas,
5s.
no 5s, which was good.
Yeah, so he survived unscathed, no courage tests, no fate. The dragon is dangerous and close now.
It is. So we'll move into priority for the next turn. Matthew achieved a 4 whilst hitting my dweller in the face. And I got a 5, so priority goes to the goblins. Hello, and welcome back. This is how the board now looks after that turn. It's a notable movement turn.
Incredibly notable, Ross.
Indeed, so I won priority. There was a bit of an iron as to where we were going to charge the dragon into. Did we go for the soft elves, or did we go into the hard Iron Hills? We went opposite for the hard Iron Hills because we realised that Legolas can actually heroic strike, whereas I keep my edge over here. Again, using the dragon to hide my dweller until I'm ready to unleash him, and both goblin captains over here chose their moment to call a heroic march. Matthew, please tell me what you did.
Well, Ross, I charged my captain in, passing a courage test to support the 2 that had been charged. We backed them up with spears, ensuring all shield wall rules remain on.
Indeed.
The line pulled up to form a shield wall against the dweller and the goblins when they come. Captains move forward. The crossbows, now useless, move forward. The elves remained where they are because I fancied trying to get some shots off, seeing our lines of sight. A full unleash at the goblins at the back, and we killed 1 goblin for all of our efforts.
Indeed.
Legolas only hit once and failed to wound. It was very
But that is
disappointing.
first blood to the
Forces of
to
good.
the forces of good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So it is only captain fights in this one.
it is.
So we shall ready our dice, and then we shall show you that in 2 seconds. Okay, we've readied our dice. So the dragon has monstrous charge, so I'm going to gain +1 attack on the charge here. So that brings me up to a grand total of 5 dice. I am at fight 7. Matthew's captain cannot strike.
No, he's a fight 5 though.
He is.
Not that it means anything.
Would you like to set you a target?
No, because I may not be able to roll.
Ah.
Let me set you a target.
Okay, you set me a target.
Black is the captain. It is a 6.
A 6 is
Ross.
achieved.
That was a cock, but it doesn't even matter.
If you'd like to place your dice in a decent order, so
There you go.
can-
We're the only one that matters that's within the 6. There you are, Ross.
Thank you very much. We only get a 5 highest, so that is going to force me to use a point of the dragon's might, which I will be doing to turn that to a 6, and thus winning the combat.
Now then, wounding. You get to double your strikes, Ross. So where would you like to start? Or would you
I
like to
do.
do a heroic brutal power attack, a hurl perhaps, or just a random?
No, I
one?
think just I'm gonna strike here.
Okay, so you're a strength
7, I believe.
and I'm a defense 8. Or
Yep.
is the captain defense 9? Right.
Yeah, he'll get the +1. He gains a +1, so he'll be defense 9.
Okay, so you need 4 pluses or a 5 plus for the captain. Now, where would you like to begin?
I'll begin with the guy.
This guy
Yes, that chap there.
with 2 dice.
2 dice.
He's dead.
He is dead.
He comes out of play. It's very unfortunate.
Remove him. And then we'll move on to the next guy.
This guy,
Yes.
he's dead as well. It's 4 plus you need, wasn't it? Strength, wait.
Strength 7.
You only need a 5.
A 5.
I beg my pardon.
Okay. Oh, good lord.
So you've got 2 more rolls.
2 more rolls. What to do? What to do? Do we use another point of might? No, that'd be silly, wouldn't it?
Is this for the same guy?
Just
again?
be for the same guy. Yeah, I want to kill him.
Oh,
snake
dear,
eyes.
dear.
So the last set. Let's try for the blue dice. Oh, we come up trumps that time.
The captain remains unscathed, but he's prone, is he?
He
not?
is prone because there was a monstrous charge involved.
To get a little marker out, won't we, Ross?
I will obtain you a marker.
Indicate his proneness.
Well, that was good.
It
That was useful. So should we go on to priority for the next turn?
I think we probably should,
I
Ross.
think we probably should, mate.
It's a
3 and a 4. Priority remains with the evils.
Welcome back, everybody, to the end of that turn's movement and shooting. Ross had priorities, remember? I called a heroic move. Ross countered with the dragon. He won the roll-off. The dragon did not call with me and has swooped in onto my crossbow's rear ends. My captain then used his move to stand back up in the face of the Dweller of the Dark, reform the line of the Iron Hills, and I think we can all agree it looks very impressive.
It does.
And then,
it's very good.
And then, Ross, you continued your regular move.
I did, yep. Just pushed up the goblins in front here and charged with the Dweller in the Dark over on the left flank here.
That's exactly right.
Matthew's right.
Then the bowmans elected to stay still. We thought we could get one decent volley in to thin out those goblin numbers, and only Legolas was able to kill a single gobbo.
He was indeed poor shooting.
Very disappointing round. So that leads us on to the combat, and we'll come back with the captain fights.
Hello and welcome back to the combat phase. I have decided that I will be calling a heroic combat here with the last point of my Dragon's Might in an attempt to hopefully fly over here and absolutely destroy the back of the owls here. But that does involve me having to kill these. They are defense 7 because they don't have the shield wall benefit.
They're only defense 6.
Indeed, Matthew is right. Indeed, he is always correct. So we shall begin this combat.
It's a 6, Ross.
Oh, of course it's a 6. Always a 6, isn't it? And luckily, we've also got triple 6.
That's a bit ominous, isn't it?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Ooh. Go on then. What do you need? 4 plus. You're strength 7, yeah?
Yes.
4 plus.
4 plus. So the first guy,
Yep.
he is vanquished.
Vanquished, did you say?
And then the next chap,
He
is also vanquished. Perfect. So we have successfully completed our heroic combat over here, and I'll show you where I move him into in 2 seconds. Okay, welcome back. After much deliberation, I've decided not to go for the elves at the back there, but to keep the dragon central. He's now mightless. I didn't really want to get him caught up fighting Legolas, who can strike up and whatnot. So I brought him into the back of these. So he's actually charged the banner, the spearman next to him, and the crossbow who ran away. But we tactically redeployed. We tactically redeployed, yes. But we're actually going to resolve the Dweller because I wish very much to hurl him.
Hurl the dwarf, not the
Hurl
Dweller.
the dwarf, not the Dweller. The Dweller cannot be hurled.
Is he?
That'd be cool. It turns out into like a cannonball. So we'll begin with that combat first.
I have 2 dice here, Ross.
You have 2 dice.
It's a 5.
It is a 5. It's a good roll. But not as good.
You're a fight 7, aren't you?
A fight 7.
Okay, my banner can't
It is a 6. So I am going to hurl him. I'm going to elect to hurl. Hello and welcome back to a bit of a chaotic battle scene here. The Dweller has unleashed his full fury on that one man and hurled him, slaying him. However, it didn't slay any other models in the middle here, but it did knock them prone. Therefore, the dragon's now only fighting a single guy who has stood up. So should the dragon lose, only one model will be able to strike at him properly. So I did charge here with the dragon.
I've got a banner in red here, Ross.
Okay. Oh, also, it's important to note that the banner, because it's on the floor and prone, does not give any of its effects.
That's absolutely right, Ross. Excellent observation of the rules.
Thank you very much. Oh, and that's fallen on the floor. In the garage. That is not a good idea.
It's a 4 down to a 3. 5 is my marker. Beat that.
Okay, I will do my best.
Oh, hold on.
And that's all anyone can do.
I can actually use a dice for this guy supporting, which I shall also do.
Oh, you can do, yeah. A 1.
How?
That was useful. It's a 6.
What will you do? Strike as standard, Ross?
I will unleash. Yeah. The banner is irrelevant, really, at this point, but I will go for the banner first.
Okay, so he's a strength 7, is he not? So
he is, yeah.
4 plus against my defense 6 banner.
Gets him.
Dead. Can't pass it on, unfortunately,
You
because
cannot.
the man in the fight was
Not
also
prone. So I'll go for the next prone guy.
He's currently alive.
We'll keep going.
He's
The
died. He's
5
died
is
now.
now good enough.
No, you've got 6 dice, haven't you, Ross?
I
No,
have
4 dice. Sorry,
4 dice. To obtain another 5 to try and... Ooh.
No,
4 is enough because he doesn't
Yes.
have the shield, does he?
No, that's right, Ross.
Oh, the dragon's done his work. He's dastardly, isn't he? Okay, so that's the end of the combat phase. And we are now going to go into the next turn for priority.
4.
4's a strong roll. It's not as good as a 5 though, and priority remains with the Moria force. Hello and welcome back. This is how the board now looks after that movement phase. As you'll recall, I retained priority as Moria player. No sooner had I picked up my tape measure that Matthew shouted.
A heroic move.
Indeed he did. As I was out of might with my Dragoon, unfortunately I could not counter it, but I did have might with this captain here. So I countered it. Matthew won the roll off. Please tell them your dastardlies.
Well, Ross, the first thing I did was I managed to get the captain who called it into combat with the Dweller in the Dark, which was fantastic. And then what I proceeded to do was try and nullify the dragon.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, these 3 chaps are all
Frozen in terror.
frozen in terror, Ross, that's right. But this one was brave enough to pin the dragon down.
He picked himself up off the floor.
He did. He was prone, and he was a bit angry about being on the floor and needed to show his worth. And then the captain and these guys, all I had left really was to just try and stop the goblins swarming us. So we've lost our shield wall benefit for this turn, but hopefully...
But you should be alright. Your defence is high enough to cause me problems anyway, I think.
We certainly hope so, Ross. We certainly hope so.
And of these?
I decided at this point, with only 2 supports available to shoot at, we would just attempt a full-on 6-inch move.
I think it makes sense at this point. There's quite a bit of time left in the game, but actually, whilst we whittle ourselves down here, Mac's got a full strength warband to sprint straight across the board and achieve some victory conditions potentially. So we're going to go into the combat phase, and then we will come back to you for the captain fights.
Welcome to the combat phase. We've just completed a couple of little insignificant combats where unfortunately an Iron Hills dwarf was slain.
He was. Unfortunately, the idea to move out of shield wall formation maybe not being good.
No, that's exactly well put, Ross, really.
That was terribly put.
That was eloquent.
Well, it's my priority, so I'll decide.
Yes.
I would like to begin with, should we perhaps go with this captain here?
This one?
No.
Oh.
The captain.
This
Your
one?
captain, yes.
Oh, my captain.
Yeah, sorry, I should have... okay, no.
6s.
Oh, look at that, double 6. There's no point in me rolling, is there?
I only need a 5+ to kill this
You do?
shield. Will do.
Oh, you get him. Okay, so next, I think, let's do some dweller action.
Alright, so I've got my captain and a support. All 5.
5. And a 6 was
You're-
achieved.
you're-
Fight 7,
That's
mate.
it, so I can't even with a might.
Even with a might, there's no point.
No. Okay, well, we'll just... There he goes.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
the dweller is strength 5, so we're saying 6 is here because the captain's defense 8.
That's right.
And only a 5 was achieved, which is not enough. Should have hurled him. And then just a dragon then, isn't it?
There's also this captain here.
Oh, my goblin captain. Yeah, let's do my goblin captain.
And then a shield. Oh dear.
Ah,
It's you're a fight 3, aren't you, with the goblin captain?
I am. I don't think I get any bonuses.
No, and I'm a fight 4, so
What is a Moria bonus?
they get an extra. They get something
Courage?
to do with trapping people.
Trapping people. Oh, okay.
I'll move them away for you.
Yeah,
Ross.
thank you. That'll be kind.
You're welcome.
And then
the dragon.
And then the dragon. Yeah.
I'm going to strike this time.
Oh,
It's a
no.
6. Oh yes.
Oh, we got a 5.
So now we need a 6 by a 4 to wound the dragon
You
and see
do.
it to go flying away. I prophesised that this would
You did
happen, so
prophesise
we'll
this
see.
would happen. It won't, but
Ah,
happy
pity.
days. Okay, well, that's the end of that
Let's move the
phase.
dragon away for you. There you
Let's do a quick time check for our viewers, Matthew. How long of the game do we have remaining?
go. 39 minutes, Ross.
39 minutes for an outcome.
Indeed.
So, let's go into priority.
2.
2
Oh dear.
and a 5. So priority once again remains with Moria. Hello and welcome back. This is how the board looks after that turn. Once again, I retain priority. Matthew was not long in calling.
Heroic. Move.
Indeed. I have also called some heroics his turn. Bone Captain called a heroic march. So he led the guys that were at the back here around the side, and we're now going to make a break for the board edge, knowing that I now have numerical advantage over Matthew.
Yes, I should say so.
Would you like to explain what's going on?
Oh, I will. I'd love to actually, Ross. So, again, we got the Dweller. We pinned the dragon.
Yep.
We formed a line. We should hopefully win the fights here. One of the elves has joined here, and here, and here. Legolas has led a charge with an elf on the other side of the dragon.
Yes.
And then these elves have moved full 6 inches up. So I think my thinking here is if I can kill or wound the dragon and the dragon should fail his courage and flies away, I will get victory points for the enemy leader being slain. And we're not entirely sure. I'm not sure Ross is going to get off the board edge, to be honest. We've got half an hour left.
Yeah, well, if Matt stopped talking, perhaps we will.
The time it's paused.
Okay, so as always, we're going to get to regular fights, and we'll come back to you for the captain fights.
Welcome, guys, to the captain fights. What we have here is a captain fight here with this captain versus this dwarf. If Ross is happy to begin,
I am very happy to begin there.
So I'm going to strike. Oh,
with a 1, I will take that on a pair of 4s there, and a 5.
Strength 4.
Strength 4.
Defense 7 is not enough.
Let's double check that.
Okay.
And as always, Matthew is correct.
Where would you like to go now?
So we might as well,
here,
should we do those 4 over there? Shall I set you a bench?
Sure.
A bench mark.
Oh,
it's 2 6s and 2 1s. Interesting. Opposite ends of the spectrum. These are 6.
Here we go. It's only a 5.
You don't get, and you can't mite it because it's not with the captain.
That's right.
You should be okay here, though.
Well, we'll hope so. It's defense 8. So you need 6s or
2.
Do you need buys?
Do I need buy 4s?
You do buy 4s.
Buy 4s. Let's have a cheeky look then, shall we?
Ooh.
Ooh, 1 wound.
And I'll use a fate point.
Please do. He's fine, isn't he?
He is fine.
Dusts himself off.
He does dust himself off. The Dweller?
Yes, please.
Okay, I've got another captain in here. It's a 3. It's not very successful.
It's not very successful. I'd like to think I would be able to beat this. Okay. He does only just, though.
What would you like to do with him? Would you like to rend him?
I'm tempted to rend. What do I need with rends, mate?
Well, you're a strength 5, are you not?
I am.
I'm a strength 4.
Okay.
So you need a 4+.
Yeah, I will rend him then. Oh, only a 1 wound.
I'll use my fate. It's a 5.
Oh, he passes well. No damage done to the captains there. Maybe I should have hurled him, actually.
Oh, well.
We live and we also learn.
So, I've struck.
Would you like to make him back away, please?
Oh,
I don't
sure.
enjoy him. Yeah, thank you. Yes, so Matthew has called a heroic strike.
And Legolas is a fight 6 as standard, so only a 2 or more would make him a superior
Yeah, it
warrior.
gets D3 now, isn't it, the strikes?
Yes. Oh, it's cocked. And all the suspense. It's a 3, so here's a higher fight value.
Yes, by 1.
Here's...
So in that case then, I've only got 4 attack space. Would you like me to set you a...
Sure.
A Barry bar? You've got the 6, so you want to hope you get...
I don't know how many attacks Legolas has.
2.
Just a 2.
Just a 2.
Legolas will be in black then. Oh, it's a 6 there.
Oh, it is a 6 there.
So he does win the fight.
Lucky as well, because those 2 from Legolas wouldn't be enough to do any... So you do win the fight.
He's able to back away here, Ross.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'm going to try. It's difficult for him.
Get him backed out.
Can't really do it.
Okay, so the dragon has backed away.
Yes, I need 6s by 4s.
Okay, so you'd want to do those. Should we do Legolas separate to... Because he's obviously got might as well that he might want to use.
Yeah, I'm going to do Legolas last. Let's do the Iron Hills first.
Okay.
No.
That's a 4.
This is for the Mirkwood. He's 6 by 5. No. Legolas. No.
Nothing. Dragon survives.
Unfortunately.
What a model. What a model. So that is the end of that turn. So we are going to go into the priority phase.
4.
This might be your turn, mate. It is. Priority has swung to the Iron Hills and Mirkwood. Okay, welcome back. This is how the board now looks after that movement and no shooting that phase because these guys moved up their full allotted movement. Matthew, what do you got up to?
I pinned the dragon with a Mirkwood, relying on the higher courage to charge it. Legolas has charged this lowly goblin here to stop him from making a break for the board. We've tried to tie up some fights here, secure the area, pin down the dweller. My captain's charged through to try and stop your goblins from getting away
Doing a
cleanly.
runner, yeah.
And these Mirkwood owls have just started running towards the board edge. We've only 23 minutes left now, so it's time to start thinking about getting men off the edge.
Indeed it is.
What
So
did you do?
I just moved up. I moved my guys through here, tried to sneak some through, which weren't tied up by the captain there. More than I would like have been tied up here, but what can you do? The dweller's been tied up, and the dragon has also been charged. But other than that, there wasn't really much for me to do.
So we will come back to you with the captain fights. Welcome back, guys. This is the combat phase captain fights. I would like to start on this side here, Ross. It's a captain versus 2 goblins.
Okie dokie. Well, then,
Roll a 6.
no point in me rolling.
You can't win. So the black dice, I'll roll. This is for the spear. I need a 4+ here. Yep.
Did you get him?
And a 5+ against the other goblin.
Yep. And you get him as well.
Oh,
That was a good roll there.
fantastic. Let's move them over there for you.
That's not ideal.
We'll do the next captain. He's fighting these 3 here.
Okay.
It's another
Once
6.
again, to 6. No point in me rolling.
5+ on both of these.
Yep.
1, just the 1.
Just a 1.
I won't use the might here.
Okay.
I'll kill this chap. And I'll move him away for you.
Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome, Ross. Next up is your captain.
Yes,
This is
against...
my 2 guys. Get 3s. You get the
No,
6s.
now I get the 6s.
Captains
Here
are
we
doing
go.
well, aren't they?
5 and a 4.
This is not enough.
It is not. And then
We'll
we've
do
got
Legolas.
Legolas.
Yeah, I've got 2 dice here. 6.
I've only got 3.
And I need 5+ here. Lego.
Doesn't get it.
Not to be. And I'll move him an inch
Move
closer
him.
to the board edge.
Thank you, mate. And then just Dragonian, isn't it?
It is, yes. I've got 1 chap here.
It's a 4.
It's a
I've got a
5.
5.
Take that. What would you like to do?
I'm going to smash her into the ground.
Okay. And you do so.
Yes. Wonderful.
Well played.
Perfect. So let's go into next turn, I think. Yes.
Yeah, just to quickly give you a sweep of the area. There was a goblin death down here in this combat, wasn't there?
There was.
But that was the only non-captain induced death. The
think so.
dweller lost.
Oh, the dweller loss got pushed back,
But
but
no
no,
wounds.
wounds. But yeah, other than that,
It's priority
it
phase.
is priority phase.
3.
It's a 3 and a 3, so it goes to Moria.
Welcome back to the end of that movement and shooting phase.
Indeed.
Legolas called a heroic move.
He did. Because
Um,
once again, I had priority.
He did. We moved him into the centre here. He managed to get the dragon pinned by this brave Iron Hills dwarf. That Mirkwood elf failed his courage test. And over here, we chucked some dwarves this way to try and stop the body of men streaming off the corner of the board. And then Ross, you've done a nice little move with your dweller, haven't you?
Yep, I managed to move him across and tag these 2 here, but Matt moved the Iron Hills up just in support as well.
Yes.
But beyond that, it was pretty much tit for tat, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went for a heroic shot with this guy moving
yeah.
half distance to hit this guy. We got the hit, but we only rolled a 4 to wound.
Indeed. So what we will do is we'll go into the captain fight. No, we won't go to the captain fights. We'll go into the regular fights, and then we'll come back to you with the captain fights.
So we've done the combats that don't involve captains. We had the death to an Iron Hills warrior. We had a dweller suffer a wound.
You did.
And
Other
that
than
was it. It was just backing away.
So now it's just pure captain fights, which is exciting.
Yes. What would you like to do first, Ross?
Let's do your captain over there.
Okay. That's a 6.
I
It's
love a
another
6. They're very good, aren't they?
Yeah, 4+ this time.
Oh,
I
I spoke
couldn't.
too soon.
That
Alas.
is a shame and a pity.
Indeed. Let's do your other captain over here then. Is it just a 1 for me there? It is,
It's
isn't
just
it?
a 1, yes. It's a
It's only
5.
a 5 this time.
Best of
We
luck
are
to
in
you.
a chance, thank you.
Oh,
We matched it, but we're not a good fighter.
he's dead.
Takes it. Let's do my captain in here.
6. I win.
Yeah, I can't.
I fight. Your defense 5, so 5+.
A 4.
And it's the dragon.
Should we do Legolas?
Legolas, yeah.
I'm going to shield. It's fun.
6.
Got a 4.
Needing a 5 with Legolas. No,
Don't get him.
He's not been very. He's been good shooting, but
Potently, yeah, in combat. He's not been. We doing a dragon?
the dragon now, yeah, I'm going to strike you.
Okay. 5's a good roll. Oh, and that's a dropped 6. Damn, you get the nicely rolled 6.
What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm just going to destroy him, yeah. Can we get him?
Lovely work.
Perfect. And I think that's everything, isn't it?
It is, mate.
So we're going to go into the next turn for some cheeky priority. Got him.
A 3.
3. I got a 3.
So it goes
So
to me.
priority goes to the Iron Hills and Mirkwood.
Welcome back to the end of that movement and shooting.
Yes.
Of which there was no shooting.
No, we also calculated Matthew Watt.
That eye was broken. I have
Indeed
14
so.
models remaining from my original 28, so I'm at 50%. And courage tests then took place. I think we saw...
Bit hit and miss, wasn't it? It was a bit... Legolas failed his
He had to
and
use
had to
a
use Will.
Yeah, same with the captain.
Same with the captain.
We had one elf flee from the
Down
battlefield.
here, wasn't it? Yeah, these guys here.
Yeah, one of those went. Other than that, we just, once the tests were passed, those owls are going for the edge.
Yep.
We tried to pin down what's going on in the centre here.
Chose not to charge the drag at this point, didn't he?
No, he's too far away, and it was another potential failed courage test.
Yeah.
So.
And there was 12. There was sort of at the time of moving about 15 minutes were left in the game.
Yes.
So I didn't want to move the dragon off just yet. So I brought him into these two here.
Yeah.
You charged the dweller here, didn't you?
I did, yeah. The captain waiting for the dweller. It's the only option really to charge, so I thought I'd take it.
And then the rest of my troops just made a
dash.
dash for the board edge. So we'll go into the regular fights, and then we'll come back to you for the captain fights. Hello and welcome back. We've done the regular fights. Nothing to report really.
No blood.
A couple of wins either side, but no blood. So Matthew is now going to decide where he would like to start over there.
Yes.
So
A 5 this time.
this time. And we'll take it with 6.
That's exceptional. I have no might with him, and he's just going to back away.
Okay, so let's roll to wound. Oh, it's a 1. Safe as houses.
Yeah.
Where next, mate?
Let's go for Legolas.
Legolas. Okay. I'm going to shield.
A 3.
Should have struck. Got 3.
Take it. Need a 5. Yeah.
He gets him. Please remove him from play.
Wetted his sword. What next?
One pile.
Your captain against my elf.
Yeah. You got 2. Got 6. Let's see what we get. Not enough to kill him, though.
You needed only a 4.
Only a 4. Ah, alas. Where
Let's
next?
do the Dweller in the Dark versus my captain.
Okay.
A 4.
5.
You take that one. What would you like to do to the captain?
I'm just going to strike him, I think, at this stage.
Do you want to rend him?
I will rend, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So you're 5 against my 4, so you need 4 pluses, Rostron. You got 1.
1
I've already used his fate, so he's down a wound.
Okay.
He's vulnerable, isn't he?
He is.
He's also the one with
If I cause a wound, do I regain...
A wound?
Yeah, or
You
do I
do.
have to kill the model?
Oh, we'll have to check.
Let me check the rules. Welcome back. We have checked that rule, and he has to actually slay the model to regain a wound, so he doesn't get it in this occasion.
It does not.
And now...
It's the dragon. Taking
Indeed.
on my 2 frozen in terror individuals.
Indeed.
Beat a 6, Ross.
Beat a 6. I would try to do that.
He does not.
He doesn't.
So the dragon backs away, but he can't be struck, which is a pity.
Indeed. Wow.
That's the end of that.
Back to priority, I guess.
It's a 2 from me.
2. Oh, it's a 1 from me, so priority remains with the Iron Hills and the Mirkwood host.
Welcome back, everybody, to the end of that movement and shooting phase. It was another round of courage tests for the forces of good, and every model remained. We had a tactical captain swoop round here to keep these 2 in, and it was pretty much as you were last turn.
They're over there. And in a major development, the goblin that was here has actually achieved the objective and has scurried off.
So Ross is a significant way ahead now of breaking me and getting a model off the board. So
Indeed.
Most notable combat will be Legolas's charge into the dragon. He's got 1 might left, which he will use to strike.
Perfect.
And perhaps we can cause the dragon to fly away.
Imagine that. Okay, so we'll go into the regular fights, and then we shall come back to you with the captain fights. Hello and welcome back. We'll sum this one up for you. What happened here? The Dweller. What did he do? Oh, he slayed his opponent and regained his wounds, which is good. So he's back up to full strength.
Down here.
Oh yeah. You won the 1-on-1. Didn't kill. Is that right? Or did I win?
You won them all, and you killed
and
one.
I killed the one.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we're moving into my captain against your goblin for the third round. Only double ones.
Good lord! So anything but a 1, Rossitron. Oh.
It's a 2. You're toying with me.
I am.
Blimey. Let's move into this
It's not
one
a
here.
high rolling contest. I'm going to shield
6.
Only got a 4 in that, so,
So 5 pluses here with the gents. Oh, we managed to kill him
absolutely
finally.
kill him.
Oops. Over there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Attention,
Your
dead
captain
pile.
against my chap.
Yes.
2.
I think that is actually a chap because he's got a regular bow.
Ah,
I've got a 3,
well
it's
done.
only just. I need a 4 here. Get him that time.
14 points. They're not Anyway, it's a discussion for another time. And now
Indeed, and now your strike.
Legolas is
Legolas.
striking to a fight of 8. So he takes it on fight.
Okay, so Matthew has gone up to a massive fight 8. So he does defeat the dragon. And actually, you charged me, didn't you? So I only get 4 attacks this time.
Only the 4 against my double ones again.
Double 1s. Here we go, here we go.
4 1s.
6. Yes!
Well, Ross, you have a great opportunity.
No, that's
here
mine. You did that last
time.
To cause some
rend
wounding.
my leader.
What would I need?
You're a strength 7, is that right?
That is right.
And I'm a strength 4. So if you was to rend him, you need only 3 pluses.
Oh, we're going to go in for the 3 pluses, aren't we? Oh, I need 2.
That could kill him if I fell on my face. We'll do 1 at a time. Fell
Oh.
1.
Oh,
Passed 1.
passed.
So he's not dead. And we'll use the other one as well. He's alive.
He's alive. That was
With no wounds.
no wounds.
Which is important because victory points are very important, guys.
Victory points are very important. So, Matthew, can we do a timing update here?
Yes, we've got just under 6 minutes. So we'll at least get one more turn.
One more turn. Let's go for priority then, please.
A 1.
Goes to me either way. Priority goes to Moria. Over to you.
Welcome back, guys, to the end of that moving and shooting. Ross won the priority.
I did. It's quite a big priority, actually, to win.
Yeah, it was. The first thing you did, Ross, was secure the 7 goblins to flee off the board.
Indeed.
You now got 8 off the board.
I have.
You then done an excellent job of
Tying
tying
up.
all up. And all that I was left to do was to courage test over there, and all the elves passed and made it off the board.
Dweller charged that lone one there, and Legolas has also been charged
By the dragon.
by the dragon.
Yes.
So we will. I think there's a captain involved in every fight here.
Almost.
Should we do that? Should we treat them to
A
a
non-captain
non-captain fight on camera?
All right. Well, I'm going to go and try and break you. So a 6.
Oh, well, I can't do anything but
We're going to strike the guy nearest to the board edge.
Yeah,
and
makes
he's a
sense.
5. Not
that. You
too
don't
big.
get.
Instead, I've pushed him closer.
Oh, there's another one there. Oh, that's your captain, isn't it?
Yes.
So should we do that one?
Yeah, we can do. Well, this one here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I will shield.
6.
Doesn't matter.
Needing a 5. No,
Oh.
can't even break you. This is frustrating.
That one over there. I'll fight. I can only fight.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Let's hope
It's
for
not
that
good,
4.
is it?
Can we finally end it?
Yeah, you can.
Can.
It's quite sad actually. The Battle of Ages that was.
This captain one.
My captain here, isn't it? A 1. I've got a 3. Oh, he
6.
does it. He's been all right, you know.
Yeah, he has been all right, that captain. Do you want to do the dweller, and then we'll see?
I'd love to do the Dweller.
Okay. So 1.
1. I win either way.
What you
I'll
got?
take the 3. And I'll rend here.
Okay.
Get it with a 6. Perfect. So now we are, in fact, coming in for the Legolas fight.
You got 5 dice this time.
I do have 5 dice.
No striking for me.
Nope. Got to do it on his own merit.
It's a 6 though.
And we also get the 6.
Legolas is locked to the floor. What will the dragon do?
Well, it makes sense to double my strikes here, doesn't it?
You absolutely would.
And put 10 on him. So I'll do the first batch.
Are you rending? It doesn't matter. It's 3 plus either side.
Yeah, 3 either way.
1, 2. He's dead.
That's him down.
First batch. Ooh, oh. Legolas has been removed from play. Rostron, you've done an excellent job so far.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
We've got time for another turn, I believe, unless I'm reduced to 25%.
We'll do some number crunching and we'll come back to you and work that out.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the post-battle battle report with your SBGMR hosts, Matt and Ross. Congratulations, firstly.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Yes.
I won the first game and won nothing else since.
Yes, he hasn't tasted victory in a while.
No. How was that for you? I mean, frustrating.
It was a tough game where I didn't get a lot of good rolls. My shooting was abysmal. I think I got 3 wounds with my shooting in the whole course of the game.
It started off alright because you caused a wound on the dragon, didn't you?
Yes, it was looking up, and then the dragon saved himself. Then, yeah, the bows didn't do much else. You used the dragon very effectively, Ross.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I like the fly aspect to it.
As a
you
lot
jump
more.
around.
Mm,
And then you've got some monstrous charge in, extra attacks.
absolutely.
came out trumps on Legolas.
Yes,
Ultimately.
yes, you did. And you remember the objective just in the nick of time, with just enough time on the game to get those 8 goblins off.
Yes.
So you secured yourself a victory to the points of 10-0.
It was, yeah. It was good. I think it flattered me in that sense. I was very lucky that I had 2 very big heroes, not heroes, 2 big monsters, which enabled me to, well, do my dastardlies really. And even the Dweller held up your dwarf line for quite some time, didn't it?
You used your force very effectively. Don't take anything away from yourself, Russ. You did a great job.
You know, if you'd done anything differently, Matthew, what would you have done?
I think perhaps early on, I would have perhaps tried to push up, meet your battle line further up the battlefield, used an early heroic march to meet you the other side of that central hill. I think that would probably be my best option. I mean, the shooting, I would have probably done the same. I just hoped for better results.
Yeah, I guess that was it, wasn't it? I mean, you wanted to do a lot of shooting, and when I rushed the dragon and the Dweller, who moved, say, 12 and 8 inches, I was in your grill, so you didn't really have a lot of choice. And an early heroic march for myself, but
yeah, it's very, very effective, very well played from yourself. Nicely balanced force. The monsters played their part very nicely. Yeah, the numbers also.
Indeed, but at least I have at least two forces in the next round, so
that's right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very good for you. Do you have a man of the match?
Oh, it's the dragon, 100% the dragon.
Yeah, I think
although the goblin captain, I think, he wasn't wounded. He killed 2, 3, maybe 4 models. But probably the dragon. But you have anyone?
I think I was going to say a solid captain, but then he ends up in that 4-round battle with a single spear goblin.
That's true.
But I think one of the captains probably did their work in the centre. Legolas's shooting was quite nice at the beginning, but ultimately is disappointed from all my models.
Well, that sums that up nicely.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do but to congratulate you once more.
Thank you very much, and obviously engage in a hearty handshake before we bid you farewell, and we will see you again in the next episode. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Yes.
Adios.